Welcome to another video. So today in this video, we will be doing the part 3 of our bioinformatics series. In the previous two videos, we had actually learned about the different file formats and the databases and types available. In today's video, we are going to study about data retrieval. This is a very simple part. So without much further ado, let's dive right into this video. So now for the data retrieval tools, what we have to see. So first of all, what do you mean by data retrieval tools? And why are these data retrieval tools so important? So let me tell you what does data retrieval mean. For example, now if you want to search for something, what will you do? You'll just go on to Google and type it on Google, right? But many times you see that those searches are not relevant to whatever you wanted to find. Doesn't that happen? You must have typed something, but something else must have popped up. Similar problem happens with bioinformatics. So if you just go to a search engine like Google and you type out some bioinformatic related database that you want, many of the times you will not get the right sequence, right data, because there is so much of information available. So you require specialized tools for retrieving these data, for procuring the data, and that is possible by the data retrieval tool. So what is the importance of data retrieval tool? In order to get data easily from the search engine. Okay, so three basic data retrieval tools are present, that is Entrez or Entrez. Then second is the DBGET. Third is the SRS. So we are just going to see briefly what is it, who manages these database, and what is the advantages of these retrieval tools. Okay, so first coming to Entrez. So now Entrez is basically a WW based retrieval tool. What does that mean? So basically this, to access the Entrez data retrieval tool, you need to be connected to the internet. So you can browse through the Entrez site by going on to the www.entrez.com. Okay, this tool was developed by NCBI and it integrates around 11 different databases. So all the information that is present in these 11 databases, you will be able to access at one place, that is on this Entrez retrieval tool. It also includes the subsidiary databases that are present within this 11 databases. Now, if you don't know what subsidiary databases are, specialized and literature databases are, I'll highly recommend you to watch my previous video to get an idea about these. Okay, now how can you access this? You can go to the NCBI homepage and there you can find this retrieval tool where you can actually just type in the text format whatever you want to search. If it is some sequence that you want to carry out alignment for, like you want to do a blast or you want to carry out FASTA, you can also type in your sequence. Okay, so Entrez is a WW based retrieval tool. It is developed by NCBI. It integrates 11 different databases, including the subsidiary, specialized and literary databases. The search that it takes is either text or you can also put sequences. The hits are listed in order of relevance or similarity. Further on, when we study about the bioinformatics in different parts, you will come across something called as an e-value, which is a score to tell you how good alignment is. So if you have a good e-value, then that score will, that particular hit, that particular result will be obtained on the first list. So if you search something, you get like different websites, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So depending upon the relevance or the similarity to the text you have put, to the sequence you have put, the hits will be listed. Now, if the sequence or the hit is in the NCBI page only, then it is called as the neighbor. So if the search is on the target database, it is referred to as neighbor. And if it is in other database, suppose it's not a part of this 11 databases and it is there in some other database, so then Entrez also gives you an option of links, meaning it will provide you the link to the other database where your desired information is present. So it is not necessary that Only these 11 databases can be accessed. If it is present in other databases, it will give you a link to go over there also, right? So this is the first retrieval tool. The second retrieval tool is the DBGET, and there is another very similar program called as the LinkDB. So again, like your Entrez, the DBGET is a www based retrieval tool. Okay, it is managed by the Kyoto University and the University of Tokyo. This is a very similar to the first thing that we had seen of primary databases. Remember, there are 3 different primary databases, out of which we had DDBJ, which was handled by the Kyoto University. Similar, this retrieval tool DBGET is handled by Kyoto University and University of Tokyo. Now, unlike the previous tool, here you have a wider variety of databases covered. So approximately 20 different databases are integrated. So you can access 20 different database information using the DBGET. This is present in close association with KEGG, which is important to get structural information about biomolecules. Finally, LinkDB. So LinkDB is, as the name suggests, linking this DB to the other databases. Means what? Like in the previous case I told you, if when you're using the Entrez tool, if the data is that you're searching for is not present in this 11 databases, it will give you a link to where it is present, right? So similarly, the LinkDB function, it finds relationship between the entries in various databases covered by DBGET itself and others also. Okay, so it's like a specialized tool present that will help you to access information not only from the software databases, 20 databases covered by DBGET, but also by others. Then lastly, the third tool is the SRS. SRS stands for Sequence Retrieval System. Now, the special part about SRS, which is not there in Entrez or the DBGET, is that you can use SRS over the World Wide Web, WW, or you can also install it on your computer. Now, how is this advantageous? Now, it is advantageous because you can use this as a local thing on your computer. It gives you an advantage of using a local database, meaning some database that you yourself have generated, you can upload it to SRS in its own programming format and you can use it. Okay. It gives you a leeway to use novel data formats for analyzing your data. Also, if it's a data that is not something that you want to publish right now, you can use this local software also. Now, databases are grouped using different principles than the first two, meaning here when you go to the Entrez or the DBGET, you will be asked to select like whether it's a nucleotide sequence or a protein sequence, etc. And then from there on you can paste your sequence. Here it is like they are grouped into different groups, and when you select a particular group, you get sub options in that group and then sub options in that group. To make it more specific with an example, you can consider that say suppose you're looking for a student in a school. So how SRS will group data? It will group data, say suppose based on the standard. Okay, so standard 1, standard 2, standard 3. Now, if you know that the student is standard 3, you'll go to this group. Then in standard 3, there will be division A, division B, division C. So then you choose one division, that is, say the student is in division A. Then it gives you further information about different things. So like different groups are present, the data is grouped. And when you go on to each group, further options within that group will be relieved. So then you can select whatever is required. Your queries can be submitted in the standard or the extended form. Standard form is usually for new users who are trying the software for the first time, and extended is for more complex functions. So that's all about the different data retrieval tools. Till now, there haven't been questions on this particular topic, but just as a link, and maybe they can ask it this time, I put this video up. In the next video, we are going to do the different sequence similarity searches. That's it from me for today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.